What is up with it? Today we have a high rated blue Doflamingo versus a high rated purple Luffy. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact ranks or rankings of these players at the time. I do know this player was at the very top of the ladder around recording, somewhere around top five. And I know that this player was a little bit lower, but definitely was high enough that these two players played a few games versus each other. Purple Luffy going first, winning the die roll. Definitely what you want to see. The Dofi mulliganing into the Perona. Exactly what you want to see. Um, I would like to see here. Um, we could always hit the law. A lot of the times we are going to expect the Luffy to play a 4-drop, whether it will be the Zoro or the Bon Clay. Um, so definitely do not hate planning our turn around bouncing that, alleviating some of the tempo that the Luffy tries to create early on in the game, playing a 4-6 on the 3 Dawn turn. Um, Looks like we are thinking about having it set up so that we go Jinbei Law, and then on 6 playing the Boa to play the Weevil off top. Seems like a pretty strong start for the Doflamingo, but if the purple Luffy is able to find his perfect curve, um, perhaps it will not matter. Purple Luffy being an extremely strong deck if it is able to find its key pieces. You know, the 4-drop into the 7-5, into the 9. Just very hard for any deck, even Blue Doflamingo, to deal with if the Luffy is able to go first. And Dofi just take in those first 2 life, trying to get as many cards in hand as possible. So that way, when the Luffy player starts swinging at board, we will then be able to protect the board. And have to imagine that we are absolutely playing the Boa here. Question is just, do we want to draw the Perona or the Weevil? Or the Perona or the Teach, rather. I imagine we want to draw the Perona here. Because we already have a Perona in hand, it's really easy for us to use that as a 1k counter. Whereas having the Teach in hand, maybe there's a world where we would want to keep that in our hand. So we might as well draw it next turn rather than this turn, because the Perona is better to counter with. Okay, so swinging 6. We could 2k out of this, or we could block 1k. I'm okay with either one. Maybe block 1k could be a little bit better, because we do already have a rested 6-cost character, or 6,000 power character. Okay, so taking their life, you have to imagine this means they are playing the Big Mom. They have infinite cards in their hand, but we do not have the pudding. So yep, there's the Big Mom. Yeah, see, so this would be a reason why I would have almost liked to see the Boa block 1k, but to be fair, there wasn't really any way for us to know that they were going to play the Lin Lin. Because if they were going to play the Lin Lin, you probably should do it before swinging that 6k swing. But maybe they drew into the Lin Lin. Honestly, it's super possible that the Sangoro, they forgot to swing leader. Maybe they just forgot. Doesn't matter. We were going to counter out of it. We'll just keep a note of that if at any point in this game the Dofi player wins simply because of the 1k counter in hand difference, then we will absolutely make a note of that. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the law off of the one thing. The Sengoku. My apologies. Gonna go ahead and play the Perona. Nothing in our hand that we're loving playing. Hoping to find some more good stuff off of the top. Believe it or not, this is absolutely a game that the Luffy player could climb back into. We're starting to run out of gas as the Dofi player. Really depends on the type of counter and cards in the hand of the Luffy. Really strong start from the Dofi. Also, strong start from the Luffy. But they're going to have to stabilize here. Interesting that they took that hit. We're going to go ahead and go 6, 6, 7. Oh. No, we do not. No way. No way we go 7, 7. No, we go 7 here, play the boa, and then we go 7. Okay, that was almost crazy. Sure, we can go ahead and keep the gravity on top just because we have the teach, allowing us to both gravity and play the character off the top, really from our hand. But the gravity could be good if they do not have a second Charlotte Linlin. It means that they will be forced to play blockers. Wow, they just have no 2Ks. So make sure you're playing enough 2Ks in your Luffy deck. Otherwise, the Dofi will come and steal your lunch money. Let's see. What was I typing here? Holy, yeah. Yeah, that's how you get steamrolled by Dofi. Don't draw 2Ks and you will just die. Just a quick one. Maybe a little interesting to see how even if the Luffy hits their perfect curve, you can still absolutely win as Dofi. Little fortunate that they didn't have 2K counters, but you know what? They're not going to draw perfect every single game. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.